Hello. Am I live? Yes. Hi chat, sorry I'm late. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream.
That's not being honest, that's just plain stupid.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Is my connection okay? I think so. Hopefully it's okay. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, today we're gonna do the new Archon quest.
What should I try this
Bedtime story. Hi Erina, welcome. Hopefully my connection is okay for the stream. I have zero confidence in my connections ever since Starwell stream. Should be okay. I think.
Hey there.
Oh my god.
Don't be shy. Come inside.
Yinger. Not today. Focus experience mode. Enable. Oh, hi, darling. Wait, hold on. Sumeru? Go to the Sumeru Adventurers Guild and talk to Catherine. Why are we in Sumeru instead? Wait. Chapter 4, Act 6. Chapter 4 is Fontaine. Chapter 4 is Fontaine. Why are we in Sumeru? That's a bit weird.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
Uh-huh. Never heard of this qualification before, but sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Missing person?
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it either.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True. That would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
All right then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Okay. Why is it in Sumeru?
We made it to Vimara Village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy? If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Hello there. Are you looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Anything else you can tell us?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy. In his early 20s, probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
I really hope he's okay. Please, we're counting on you to find him.
So there's not much to go on about the guy. Now we're gonna find him. Oh.
Is that guests I hear?
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But,
Nice
you
and
wouldn't
gentle
happen to know
person.
any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Cannot be Dane, right? This guy.
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
A lot of things are not adding up.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from
Ooh.
reality or something.
Erased from reality. It's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're
Interesting.
saying it's not that he's been erased necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Hmm? Rukadevata mentioned?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll try our best.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Where is that? Ooh, random event. Wait, where's that?
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I get what you mean.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what, but now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me.
Is that like a memory of the two of them on top of that thing? That is so weird. That is so weird. Is that a memory? Is that supposed to be a memory?
No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient, too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close.
Okay, darling, take
Did he ever
care.
tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Oh,
Look
not gonna
at
lie,
me,
I'm feeling bored.
talking your ear
What is
off
this
and still
quest?
nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Don't say that.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Huh, come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now.
Every time we talk,
Time
it's always around
passed
dusk.
by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Huh? Even when it felt like we've been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky. Just when I said I was getting bored, now it's getting interesting. Okay.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day, and time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. There's exactly one place in Sumeru where time stands still. Okay.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
They're just talking to each other. Or they're not.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Okay.
Oz, reveal the... Grow!
Ready.
Oh my god.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind strider. Time to testify. Into the shadows.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately.
Mm-hmm.
They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Okay.
Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsley!
Stainslave! Bro, it's been a while.
Ah, it's you two.
Would have
A
thought.
friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa! Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
That's a lie. We don't always cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
Well, we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly churl activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly churl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers, and after that, you also owe us many answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Are you sure you're just not gonna leave us like Caribou quest?
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
How about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Out with it, Dainslave.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Ooh. Do I? Do I? In a manner of speaking, yes? Huh? I want to have faith in her.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
Well,
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
wait. We've heard this name before. From Skirt. The Visionary, yeah.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Huh? Wait! His older brother? The sinner is Dainslave's older brother, and also the Visionary. Okay.
Your brother?
Oh, what happened between the two of you?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria.
Hmm.
The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rainthority, the foul Sertalogi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Oh. That's a new one. The last one, we've never heard that before. I don't know about the wise as well. Oh. Interesting. Wait. Well, okay, so the visionary is the enslaved's brother, so also a Kandria. But does that also mean that all the others also Kandrian's people? So all of them are people from Kandria, the sinner of Kandria. They're the sinner.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
What?
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rainthority is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Oh, wait. Oh. Huh. Yeah. So the sinner of Kandria can both means that they are originated from, they're also Kandrians, or that they were there and they did something in Kandria. They did something prohibited in Kandria. We've heard that name before. I will check the Fontaine Archon quest. Somehow everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely Vervolnir's doing as well. Huh?
They were once people of great esteem in Kandria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
Vinster King?
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
They become sinners. Transcendent beings? Transcendent beings? That's also what the sinner's voice was telling Traveler during the Caribbean quest. Something about now transcend or whatever. Transcendent beings.
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
So then my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
It must be hard to finally drop the lore bomb, Plainslave, but thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
It's been a while since this quest.
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Related to the ley lines? What's in the ley lines? Memories. What are they gonna do with memories?
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait. Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Oh, big brain Paimon. Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh, so tired.
Paimon.
Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
This is such a great place.
Yeah, they sure do have a criminal amongst them. And isn't it interesting? I don't think it's out yet, right? But there's that new event, the new endgame content that is really like Hexes and Curls theme. Hold on, can I actually check the quests? How do I check it just now? Fontaine. What did Mona say? Mona saying that to see fate, you cannot just be some random mage. You have to be a visionary. Seaside, Deborah. They're surely just waiting. They're surely waiting for us to do this quest first before dropping more of the lore. Where's Mona? Where's Mona's dialogue? She's still alive, la la la, like a scary group. Hey Amelia, we are doing the Archon quest, the new Archon quest, Act 6 with Dane. Where is that thing? Oh my god, what did Mona say about visionary? Oh, she's gone. Where is it? Cannot find it. Cannot find it here. Okay, we just find the one with skirt. His name is Sertology.
His name is Sertology.
Mm.
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. Some master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The
Right.
Fowl?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfalnir then? Or Gold Rhine-daughter?
Oh,
Mm.
that one we've heard. Rainthorty's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master.
Okay. So yeah, we've heard about the visionary. They can see fate of the world. So that's like his power. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember their names. I just remember the titles. Barely. The first time we met her. Okay, let's see. Keep moving, Hunter. Spina di Rosula. Oh, here it is. When Mona is being all dodgy about her origin. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah, this one. What do you make of the prophecy?
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tivat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy...
Okay, so a visionary is someone who can read the fortune of the entire world. And then there's gold with the alchemy and the creation of humanoid or something like that. What does he mean that they transcended beings? Because continue exploring, talking. So this part, right? This was from Caribert Quest, and the voice inside the head, which is now we know as the voice of the sinner, voice of the enslaved's brother, is, I believe he was talking to the traveler.
Go forth, become a transcendent one, rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you.
Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. What does it mean? Does it mean that does it mean that being a transcendent one equals to being a descender? Because now you can rival the entire world? Okay, that's very interesting. Level of enjoyment and depth. Oh. At first, I think with Star Rail, it's a bit hard to keep up because they keep introducing all these new terms, right? Like we started from the Herda space station and going to Belobog and then going to Xianzhou Luofu and then now to Penacony, and like they keep introducing all these new terms. Sometimes I feel like I cannot be bothered to learn and like remember the terms, because if we're just gonna go to the next world, what's the point? But there are some terms that are like more generic that you can apply to different world. I think with Penacony now, they're going in that direction. There's not much of just like one world exclusive terms, which is great, like Memoria, Memory Zone, whatever. Now it's more like they're going somewhere, I hope. Well, with Genshin it's easier to digest, kind of, because it's just one world and it's just the regions, they're not disconnected. And what happens in the previous region might be linked up to the other, like how we see with Caribert, for example, right? We were in this area and then we went to follow that hilly churl that Clothar thought was Caribert, and that was like in the chasm. Wait, we were here actually. We're here and then we followed into the chasm, and it's like they're connected. And we went into the chasm, which is into the ruins of the old civilization that was so similar to Enkanomiya. So it's like, you know, different regions, but we can still use the knowledge we have in the previous region to the next. Star Rail is like a bit hard. The common things they have, probably stuff like the Calyx, Fragmentum, Stellaron, but even to this day we still don't really understand what a Stellaron is, what exactly it is. We know that it's like for a seed of destruction, but what is it, you know? We don't really know that. For now, I would say I think Genshin is deeper. I feel like deeper in the sense that the rabbit hole goes all the way. With Star Rail, it's like maybe the rabbit hole can go all the way as well, but because of the disconnection between the worlds, sometimes I feel like it's a bit hard to really fully invest in the lore.
I want to go traveling too.
Yeah, what was it last time when, like, for example, last time during 2.2 quest, right? When Black Swan was talking to Dan Heng, saying that, oh, Dan Heng, do you remember about this something something planet that was also under the influence of the family? They held a festival there, and now the entirety of the planet is a follower of the family. And then we're like, what? Like, why? Why do we need to know? Oh, why? It's like, okay, you know, they're just like dropping all this informations to kind of like build the entire universe, but it's a bit hard to follow.
I want to go traveling too.
Yeah, it's one world, so it's small but deep, and in Star Rail is super vast but not as deep individually. Exactly. And what is it? I don't know. Well, before Penacony, at least before Penacony, I feel like a lot of the
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter.
Okay, Chloe. What was I going to say? Before Penacony, at least, well, because in Penacony I actually walk around and read the readables, it was like easier to follow. But before that, especially in Luofu, it was so hard to follow. Like it's so hard to get the full context of the quest by just playing the quest. You know what I mean? Like, you have to actually read the readables, talk to people, do all the side quests to fully understand the world building of Luofu. Like for example, why did Blade fight Dan Heng? Why was Jing Liu? Why? What did he mean by like out of 5, 3 have to pay the price? Stuff like that. And you can only know that after you read all the readables and stuff like that. But while in Genshin, even if you don't really do all the side quests, you still can follow the main storyline just fine. Although you might not get all the other references and like foreshadowing or whatever, but it's easier to follow. Luofu, oh my god, Luofu was so confusing. I remember playing the quest, and after Dan Heng transformed into his dragonic form, I was like, so exactly what was his sin? Why was he banished from Luofu? And they were just going on about that life like we already supposed to know what it was. But like, what? I don't know what he did wrong. But they're like acting like, okay, yeah, he did something wrong in the past. That's why he was banished. And like, we know the thing that he did, right? But we don't know unless you actually read the readables. Yeah, we are visiting. Well, I guess we are going to another ship. So it's not the Luofu, it's the other one. What's the another ship is called? But yeah, it's part of the Shenzhou Alliance. Everyone forgets about Luofu intentionally. Exactly. Zhuming. Yaoqing? I don't know. I don't remember. I guess we'll see when we get there. Maybe we'll get some more answers about, I don't know, about, oh my god, what's her name? What's her name? The Foxian girl. Tingyun. Maybe we'll get more answers about Tingyun. Or something like that. If she's actually still alive. And maybe we'll probably get the Path of the Hunt sometime in the future. Interesting question.
For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
I love Clarence's voice. This guy wants to go traveling too. Okay, buddy. You've been so noisy.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Is it just me or Paimon's voice is no longer as annoying as it used to be?
Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before? How long the Karabakh quest was? I think it's just over an hour. A little bit. An hour something. Somebody planted something in his mind?
Memories of him.
Someone meddling with the tree again.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream.
Memories that
They're
suddenly appear
memories.
in my mind.
Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? No way!
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Definitely.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait, so so memories can be erased from the airman cell, and now we can also insert memories into the minds of others. That's fun.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all.
All the memories the villagers have of him could see.
But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Why stream if no one watches? Hey, Loju, you're here. You're watching, so that's why I'm streaming. Thank you for dropping by. So what if that memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would see an equal level of caution is in order on our part.
What?
Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
What if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is on our trail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Like, I guess. Huh. That's exactly what they're trying to do, right? Implanted the memory so that we check and so they know their the location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. Seems like he might already have a plan. Lead the way.
Of course.
I gotta grow up quickly so I can
We got some funny people in the chat today. I think the link to the stream has gotten to bots. Let me do something about these people. Yep.
I've faced many opponents in my duels.
There we go.
Most of them I defeated. The rest surrendered.
More viewers, more money. If
No.
you don't know,
I have never lost a duel.
this stream is not monetized. I'm playing this because I'm enjoying it, and I'm sharing the enjoyment with people who wants to enjoy it. I think that's what happened. I shared the link to the stream on Twitter, and I saw bots liking my previous tweets. I think that's what's going on.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
Ah, why are we back near the chasm area again?
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Yeah? Oh. Not you, Dane.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Okay.
Hey, wait up!
Mm-hmm. No time to lose, huh? Place of revelation. Dane brings you to where he hit the eye before. As you continue onward, the answers will soon be revealed, but when you step within, there seems to be something strange going on with Dane. Okay. English Dane feels so gentle. Oh, I don't remember how Dane in Japanese sounds. Is it like harsh? Hey, hello Chining. Welcome. This place. The old civilization. Economia vibe.
By royal decree.
One with nature.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh yeah, that's my connection. Archon is consuming it. I guess so. I hope I'm back. Am I back? So that question earlier from that funny viewer just now, it should be like, why stream when you have bad connection? That would be true. Okay, I'm alive for now. Okay. Let's see what YouTube says. Connection is not good right now. Hold on. Stream while dying. I think it's back.
Listen,
Into the wind.
There was a hiccup on the connection.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Channing, I think you're the one who's bringing Archon to the stream. Stream was fine just long as just saying. Why pull for Cloran if you don't use her combat? Because because I'm still not confident with using her. Is there more chests around here? Nope. Nope. Okay. See, Chinning? Yeah, you did say that you wanted to follow the path of nihility, so there is that. Is this?
Oz, reveal! Grow, grow, grow!
Wind Strider. Ready.
Oh. Is there anything here? Just yesterday I was thinking that I don't need Zhongli, but then I played Cloran and she's so easily staggered. I'm like, maybe I do need Zhongli. What is that thing?
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Okay. Hold on. Wait. Why did we go up there if it's just... Isn't this the entrance just now? Where was I going? Huh? Did I confuse myself? What is down here? Do I die? Oh yeah, okay. Wait, this is just the entrance, so... Oh, she died. Why were we jumping around just now? Where did I go just now? Where was it? It's like I'm going around. Oh, I cannot configure party? That symbol is interesting. Isn't it similar to Zhongli? Maybe not. I need to do what, he say? Oh. Oh, not the light that I move, but the... Okay. Okay. Wait, no, that's wrong. Oh, then it's gonna be rotated as well. Oh, okay.
Okay. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Alrighty. Alrighty. What is this flower? Is it? Wuthering Wave? No, and I don't plan on trying it out.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Where is it then?
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Isn't this where we're gonna see the sibling?
They're here!
Based on the trailer? Ah! No!
By royal decree!
Oh no, it's the cryo, isn't it? Ah.
This might hurt a little.
Ah! Ah! Okay, see. Okay. Oh, great, I don't have pyro. Oh my god, I hate this Abyss Herald.
Oz, reveal by...
Time to get wind
I
strike.
hate it so much.
Hunt them down. The victor is declared.
Midnight Phantasma.
How dare you kill
Cloud's
Koran?
high. The birds call.
Ow. God. I don't remember how to fight this Abyss Herald. I don't know
By
anymore.
royal decree.
I can't. Ah.
Loaded.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
You brought Ayaka freeze team. Oh no, the nightmare to break the shield with Kazuha. Right? I think, yeah, Cloran does, I think so too. Cloran sounds a lot like Shogun, and that's probably why I like her voice so much, because I like Raiden Shogun's voice. It always comes back to Raiden Shogun. In the end, it's always been Raiden Shogun.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
Oh, that's interesting, huh? Wait, what? Why is Paimon not affected by the ley lines, but she doesn't remember Kadevata?
You two, do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
That's what they say in horror movies too, Dane. Uh-huh. Enter the sibling. Something feels off. What am I missing? Uh-huh. Holy shit. Is that her? It is her!
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
Oh, the music. The music is insane.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
No! Of course they would do that. We actually have the upgraded dull blade, don't we?
The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Hold on. Currently in a special story mode. Cannot complete this action. We've seen this before.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Because they touch grass.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. They no longer needed to dwell on their suffering or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. It was the price they paid. Thus their souls became cleansed and pure. Huh. Okay.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
Eh? Eh? Huh? Wait. I thought it was him talking. It wasn't a traveler talking just now? What? You heard it too. I thought it was traveler talking.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird.
My hearing
Let's look if this
is
happening
broken.
anywhere else.
I thought it was Trevor! Fake ether main. So they're just not gonna fight us. What if we steal their... I thought it was ether the whole time. Which is weird, narrative-wise.
Looks like the same thing is happening over
Wait,
here
let me hear
too.
it again.
The hilichurls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Is that voice again, which is not his voice? Try attacking them now. They're peaceful. Why would I do that? Oh, we cannot attack them. Hold on. What happened if I try to get beyond the border? This is why Traveler needs to speak more. I cannot tell his voice. What happened?
Where are you going? We still haven't finished what Dane asked us to do.
Okay.
The wind knows me.
Okay. Let's do that, Paimon.
Time to go.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly.
He?
Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara village before it's too late.
Why can't... Last time something like this happened, we were in a dream. I wonder what could it be this time.
Into the wind. Time to go.
Can we talk to people?
It's much better here.
Oh, she's not related to this. Got a lotus. That's my question too. Why is this act is still in Sumeru? Why are we not in Fontaine?
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
What?
Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also,
Wait.
you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
What missing villager?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Who would that be, Grandpa?
Huh?
Uh-oh. Things just got even more complicated, huh?
No, the young guy from Vamara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone.
Oh, I'm buffering again? Oh no. Hey, chat. Am I back? Jining, you gotta stop it with the nihility. Please. We're trying to finish the quest here. Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? We should check in with the others first.
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Yeah, dreams, nothingness, memory. We're in Sumeru because of the connection to the chasm. And Irminsul. Could be. Bahram, what's up?
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Who? Don't pull a Red Shogun on me.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Why should it be the lady from just now?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him.
Bayram?
Apparently he just saw him?
Bayram? Bayram, he's a Sumerian.
Do you think maybe it's
Bayram.
not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbance of the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely that it's related to memories in some way. I need to think carefully what's really going on. No! Stop giving me this! Stop making me think! What's really going on? People have forgotten about the missing person.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
We've returned to a point before the disappearance took place. Return to a time before the disappearance took place.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
We're presently traversing someone's memory.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Wow, that's... I can try that.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory.
You have an assignment deadline in 10 hours? Go do it. Why are you here?
Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
If we really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that
Bayron.
he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Maybe he is a memo keeper. Oh shit, wrong game. Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could be perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. The weakness in the missing person's ability is... Sins from false memory will not change. The weakness in the missing person's ability is the sins from false memories will not change.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location.
Time does not pass within false memories.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
False memories are easily forgotten.
There's
Not
a
true.
difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time.
Time does not pass within false memories.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
I'm always amazed at how Paimon can sometimes be so smart that she's summarized the whole thing for us. But other times she's like, what do you mean? It's too hard. Paimon's head is spinning. Headache. Stop. Okay, Paimon. If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer.
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? The color of the sky. Coincides with the moment in time she described.
Submit conclusion.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
This girl is like thinking it's so... She's romanticized the whole situation. Like, this friend of mine, spending time with him, feels like time stood still. When like literally time froze.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
She's down bad for sure. Atosa. Every time I spend time with him, everything else doesn't matter. It's just me and him. Time does not pass. Like, girl, think. Think why the sun stays at the same spot. Why is it always dusk? Oh, there they are.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose.
Foreign Story Quest? No, I'm gonna play it next week.
Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share?
Look at her!
It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Wait.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
What?
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
What? We finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar? Does he?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet!
Hold on.
Friends? I guess you could say that.
Hold on.
It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
Hold on. Are we still in Sumeru because it's actually a continuation of Caribert? I was thinking about it earlier when the voice could be heard and that voice was talking about father. But Caribert called Clothar Papa instead of father. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Huh? Sit.
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Huh?
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
You are... factoring in the memories, the abyss order, the loom of fate, everything else. I need to think of one. person that can connect all of this together.
Dane's brother, one of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
Come to think of it, during the cutscene with Caribert,
the founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality.
Caribert only took off the mask. But when Traveler asked Clothar what happened to him, Clothar was just like, it's none of your business.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're Caribert Alberic.
Oh, you know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then.
Wait.
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Somewhere else to talk and you're just gonna suck us into a memory, bro? Translation? Translation, hello? My computer's taking a while. Oh no, connection is bad. Oh god. The proof of existence. Oh. Where are we? Wow. 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 This is beautiful. Yeah. Same here. Reminds me of the Goddess of Flowers resting place. Wow, whoa, 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 it's so beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Okay, let's talk to him. Huh? What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
This is... wow. Yeah, okay. Penacony memory. We're back at Penacony again. Great opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribert as I can. What exactly happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
What?
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Caliber is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Lore?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Create and implant memories. Weave real ley lines of its own?
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
That was the source of your ability to implant memories.
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
Yo. So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caliber through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense. But I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara Village. Why did you implant memories of yourself into the people of Vimara Village?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
Was it on purpose?
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
But he did exist in the world, though.
As if I had a chance at life.
Is there any kind of meaning behind this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living? Don't bring up... Don't do this to me, because Rukadevata doesn't even exist in people's memories anymore. It's been 2 years, but still. Rukadevata.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Damn.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been, one memory at a time.
As long as there are still some people who remember you, you are still alive. Depression hour.
I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
Oh, so he was 8 when he was turned to Hilichurl.
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Oh my god, it's not even him. It's not even him. This is not even his real self. In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Khaenri'ah back then. Everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me.
Alright, Emilia, take care. Good luck on your assignment.
If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort for them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I've found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif? Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? What? What?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Huh?
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
He never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
What? You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Oh.
Traveler, wait.
Oh.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
I see.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning to do with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture.
So it cannot replace or extend the existing one, but they want to create new ley lines. For what?
In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Damn. How am I gonna not think about this when I kill hilichurls the next time I meet one of them? I see. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. Oh, because his father's story comforted him, although no matter how little it was, he just wanted the same thing for all the other hilichurls. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted was to offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Oh, the bedtime I see, that's why it's called a bedtime story.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
Oh my god. They need to stop. They need to stop with all these depressing stories. Wow. Oh man. And isn't it just a nice callback to Cloud Retainer's story quest? Spoiler warning, if you guys haven't done it. During the cutscene, the traveler was so peaceful. He got into a dream where he met the twin, or like, well, because I'm playing Ether, so it's like a he. He saw Lumin in his dream, and the moment they saw each other, they just ran into each other and like hug each other so tightly. And now Lumin is saying that if it's actually a real world, should definitely hug him too. Why is it sad? Dang it. Anyway. Either say something.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
I can't believe it's real. It's not even real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
Ether is not at the slightest worried about Dane. He's just all smiles saying his sister. Like, oh, what? You for Dane?
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me.
Yeah, it is the only time we got to interact with the sibling and like talk at all.
Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the Heavenly Principles awaken.
The Heavenly Principles are still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity.
Oh, okay. That's why they don't immediately go to Fontaine and hunt down Farina for deceiving them.
Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Is Ether not gonna talk? Speak?
Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's so true. It's not even our chosen username here. It's lit. Wow. Oh my god. That is so true. Damn. Everyone's just calling the traveler. Traveler?
There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end.
The Sea of Flowers.
Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether.
Well.
But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
Huh? What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer.
Oh, that's sick. The screen is crashing like like Star of Remembrance.
In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
No way.
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
That is so fucked up, dude. That is so fucked up. Lumen could have told us earlier. Damn it.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy.
Oh my god, you're right. That's why she was fine. She's like, oh, my brother gonna ask me about the Loom of Fate. It's like, all right, I'm gonna tell him all about my plan, despite how little it is, because he's not gonna remember it anyway. It's so true. Wait, does it mean... Hold on. Oh, does it mean though, so he doesn't even know... What about the thing that Caribert told him?
Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured.
No, poor Dane.
He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
I'm having trouble thinking straight right now.
Let's think for a second.
Because it's Pride
We were in
Month.
that memory, and we saw that guy you called Caribert. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Okay, so he remembers. He told me about the Loom of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
I guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Caribert all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
Well, after that, I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired? I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently.
Oh.
And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
That's how Caribert said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Wow. Now normal people can actually tamper with the memory of the people on Tevat, huh? Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
That's a bit crazy.
Seems like everyone thinks Caribert left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Caribert's gone, the Loom of Fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Okay. Oh. That is...
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt...
It's so crazy when you think about it, right? Because didn't Rukkhadevata need the power of the what was it? A gnosis? Need the power of like the entire people's dream in Sumeru to kind of delete herself from existence. So what is actually powering up the Loom of Fate that they can just implant memories into people's mind? That's a bit crazy. Yo, you cannot trust people's memories anymore. Not only that things can be deleted, things can be inserted as well. No. It's really like the next time they misspoke in the game, they'll be like, oh no, actually, it's only been implanted into people's mind.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
This is so unfair. At least she remembers him. Ether doesn't remember meeting Lumine at all.
Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Oh no!
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Oh.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
Can we?
Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Oh no. Am I back? Chining, stop with the nihility in the chat. Hiccups. It's hiccups. Am I back? Hello. The wooden toys on the tree? YouTube is not receiving enough video. What do you mean? It's back now, YouTube. Feels like there's something in my pocket. Huh?
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
No, no, no. No, 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 no. No. What? I want to screenshot this so bad without the UI, but how do I do that? I can't do it. How do I? Never mind. Oh, no! They're just not gonna let us see Traveler's reaction after that? They're just gonna leave it at that. They're just gonna leave it at that. Where was it? Was it here? Is it? Oh, it's here. Precious group photo that has surpassed the rules somehow. Being taken by some unknown person using unknown means in a space that should no longer exist. This is so cute. The wooden dolls. Oh, the one up here. Where was it just now?
One with nature.
Ah, it's them. Does it stay here? Ah, it's them. Man, that's sad. Long-awaited moment. Without your knowledge, the enslaved crossed swords with your sibling. The town where only I am missing. Investigate someone who only exists in people's memories. The proof of existence. Enter Caribear's realm of consciousness. The realm of consciousness. They're really going on with like similar storylines, don't they? Star Rail and Genshin, I mean. If only I play Honkai Impact, then I would know if it's also the same thing going on there. But like first Remuria with the music and stuff, and then Paracony with how the shape of the hotel is the same. And then about Realm of Consciousness, and then Dreamscape, and people who only lives in the memory. That's crazy. Ah. The Nihility is back at it again, huh? I cannot be helped. Wow. So what do we do with this game now? We know that the data in the Airman Soul can be erased, can be deleted, and now we also know that the Abyss Order and the sibling has this loom of fate that can implant memories, that can create new ley lines. This just all the plots going forward is just gonna be crazy, because the story is gonna be so unreliable now. The first product created by the Lumo Fate is a group photo. So true. Man. Yeah, how did it... How it appears in the Traveler's Pocket, it's so strange. How exactly? So what happened? So Lumin got the eye from Dane, and that's how the Loom of Fate could be completed. All the while, Caribert was distracting Traveler to be separated from Dane, implanted false memory into Dane's memory, thinking that he already gave the eye to Traveler. So Lumin was there. Was it? What if it's her? What if it's her that put the photo in Traveler's pocket? I think because now the Loom of Fate is complete, that instead of just memories, because Caribert did say that implanting memories into people's mind is when the Loom of Fate was mid-complete. It's not fully developed yet. But now that it's fully developed, it can no longer implant memories, right? So what you can do is create new ley lines. And with that, perhaps part of it is manifesting things into reality? Question mark? And that's how the photo stays here. And that's why the doll stays in the tree. I think. That's what I think happened. Yeah, create completely new reality, which is why the photo exists, right? That's what I'm gathering from it. Lumine herself won't remember it too. Yeah. What she won't remember is only the part where she met her brother, right? Only the part where they talked in Caribert's realm of consciousness. But she did fight Dane in real life, in the domain. That happened, and she took the core of the Rain Guard to complete the Loom of Fate. So it doesn't matter. And like she would still miss the brother anyway. So it doesn't matter if she cannot remember. Like the feeling of like missing his brother will still be there. But now we do get the confirmation that is exactly because the Celestia is asleep, that they haven't done anything about Farina deceiving fate and all that is in Fontaine. Man, it's kind of like the case, but now we got the confirmation, so that's nice.
Committed to memory.
A fellow gambler.
When are they here? Yeah, everything after Caribert died didn't happen. So why was he sacrificed to create the Loom of Fate? Isn't that what he said? Like he gave his life to it? Talk to Dane. No. Talk to Caribert. Nothing but remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate. Device capable of weaving ley lines. What did he say about him losing himself to it? Sacrificing himself to it? its existence cost me my life. The ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you could think of it as a form of compensation. Why did you imply? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, with that in mind, right, with how Fussalors was just so brave to kind of like gamble her way to deceive Celestia, so does that mean she already knew from the beginning that Celestia was asleep? Right? Because if she didn't know, if what she knew was that Celestia, there might be a chance for Celestia to actually come down and actually destroy the entirety of Fontaine after all the shenanigans that she did, she wouldn't take the gamble, right? So the Archons know that Celestia is asleep, basically, which is also why Zhongli was just so, you know, he's just like whatever about his gnosis. He's like, okay, I'll give you my gnosis, whatever. And agreed to a contract with Saritsa. Some guy was just waving his sword while I was reading dialogue. Nobody died. It's okay.
Hey!
That's so interesting.
One with nature.
So, if the gods know that Celestia is asleep, so that would include also the Saritsa, right? And that would also explain why she's kind of like seizing the opportunity to now rebel against Celestia. It's like, it's now the time. Everybody seems to be thinking the same. What are the chances to awaken in Natlan? To be honest with you, I have no idea. I feel like Natlan is really just, we're just gonna go into the nation with zero, blank, with nothing. We know nothing about it. We don't know what's gonna happen in there. Yeah, what I actually find very, very fascinating about Fussalors is that the gamble that she took, instead of like the gamble against Celestia not doing anything about her shenanigans, is more like the gamble of Nuvilat actually forgiving the people, in a sense. Because at first Nuvilat was more of like the character who is like, I don't care about humanity. I'm an outsider. I don't really understand human emotion and all that. And then Fussalor invited him to be the Eudex of Fontaine. And by doing so, it gave him a chance to learn about humanity, to be among humans. And like at the end of it, that's like the gamble that she took. She's like, after all this time with humans, are you really gonna deem them guilty for their desire to live? And then he's like, oh yeah, after all this time with them, do you think I can sentence them guilty? Of course I will forgive them. She's so smart indeed. She's yeah. She's the Archon. It's crazy. Huh, so why is Celestia asleep? Oh, I hope we get some major lore in Latland for sure, because it's one nation away from Sneshnaya.
By royal decree.
I sure hope we'll get more in Natlan.
Ready.
What if it's like... So here's the thing, right? It's just a crazy idea that I have in my mind. With like, there is a pattern to the Archon quest so far. In Mondstadt, we have an Archon who has already like blended with humanity in a way. Venti, he has been living with humans for Archon knows how long, right? And except for a few people, nobody knows his true identity. He's just a bard, but he's actually Barbados, right? So that's like the thing that's the status quo in Mondstadt. And then we're going to Lijue. The actual plot line is like an Archon who wants to retire and be a normal human, living amongst human with a fake identity. So that's the thing. And then the end story of Lijue was us fighting against an ancient god, Osayo, alongside all these other people in Lijue, right? The Millelith, the Chishin, and the Adepti were fighting a god. And then we go to Inazuma. The plot is about us fighting a god. But the thing about fighting a god in Inazuma is that what actually works is not just fighting a god. We're actually trying to save the god from her isolation, which was what Yaemiko was trying to do. Like, the resistance was trying just to fight for freedom and defeat the Raiden Shogun, but Yaemiko's like, I want to free Inazuma, but I also want to save A, because the isolation that she put herself in is so unfair. It's not for her. She should not be doing that to herself, right? So that's like what we need to do, saving a god. And then we go to Sumeru. We are saving a god who has been in prison for 500 years under, by the academia. And one of the plot point in Sumeru was Al-Haytham saying that the only way we can save the god is that if we go to the academia and then faking our plot and everything, and then, he's doing all the shenanigans with him faking being infected by the forbidden knowledge while switching up the knowledge capsule and all that. And then he says that the only way for us to deceive our enemy is for us to deceive ourselves. Which, when you think about it, is also the plot point in Fontaine. Because in order for Furina to deceive Celestia, she has to fool herself first. So that Fusol's like not giving the full story to Furina. And then she's like, I'm going to fool myself. Like, I'm going to fool my human self. Like, to pretend to be an Archon while I am actually an Archon.
Do not matter.
But for this plan to work, I have to deceive myself. And then the other plot in Fontaine is that Fusolor was trying to give back the authority to a dragon sovereign and destroying her throne, her divine throne, right? So, like, what if that thing is already happening in Natlan? Because Nuvla did say that it's the nation is like full of dragons and all that stuff. So like, what if actually there's no more Archon in Natlan, and this whole time it has been ruled by a dragon sovereign? You know what I mean? Like, the plot point in the previous nation is something that is already happening in the next nation. So what if that is the case? And remember what Dane said in the Teva Travail video about Natlan? Is that the Pyro Archon shared a secret with the Traveler, What if that secret is the fact
Oz, reveal
that
thyself!
the Pyro Archon is not an Archon anymore? Maybe she's just an Archon in title, but in truth, it's already been with the Dragon Sovereign in Natlan. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because it's too much of a coincidence, because all the previous nations are like that. But we'll see. I guess we'll see what's gonna happen in Natlan. I thought there's gonna be a lot of lore from that godforsaken event that was so hard to defeat last time with that NPC who came back from Natlan, but we got nothing. By the way, speaking of that event, I just wanted to know who actually asked for such an event that is so hard to defeat. Who actually defeated all the monsters, the Pyro Regisvine and all that enemies within 90 seconds? I just want to know. I genuinely want to know. Because even in co-op, it took me like a good 5 to 7 minutes to complete the challenges. Yeah. Not enough lore about Natlan. You settle with 3 stars? Bro, I only got 2 stars each. I only got what I needed. I don't even,
Time
you
to
know,
go.
like, what's the point? I just want my money. Just give my Mora, give me Primo Gems. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was very hard. I just wanted to talk. I just want to know who actually asked in the survey for such a difficult event. If that the level of enemies that we have to defeat in Natlan, like I might just as well not play this game anymore.
I follow the wind.
But from the quest just now, we have one wish. No, of course it's gonna be blue. Huh. So... Exactly. I'm just wondering where the dev got the idea that we need this kind of event, you know? Who actually asked them to make an event that is like, we want a DPS check kind of event. An enemy that is so hard to defeat. Who asked for it? Not me. Venti doesn't actually live with the people like Zhongli. Well, no, he does, right? It's only that before the start of the game, he was in deep slumber for some reason, and then he woke up, but now he is around the people. Technically speaking, he's like there with the people. But he was in deep slumber for some reason, some weird reason. He was in such deep slumber that Rostam, is that his name? Died, causing Signora to had beef with him. As soon as you got Primos, you're done with the event. Same. Like, Mora is like a nice bonus, but when you're maxed AR, you don't really need that much, right? Actually, we do. We need more Primogems. It's so painful. It's so painful trying to pull for characters here. It's crazy the amount of Primogems that I have, the amount of wishes I have here, because I spend all of my wishes pulling for Arlecchino last patch, which also happened in Starwell because I spent all of my wishes, all the tickets to pull for Archon. And basically, I started both game at 0 around the same time. But I feel like I had more wishes in Starwell now instead of in Genshin. And keep in mind, I have the same amount of wishes with Genshin with Welkin Moon. I have Welkin Moon in Genshin and I'm F2P in Starwell. It's not me trying to compete the two games against each other, but it's just crazy to me that being F2P in Starwell is actually, you can actually say that it's an F2P friendly game if you actually play every day. But with Genshin? Look what Genshin made me do with Chlorand, because I didn't get her weapon from the banner. Alhaitham ended up with the level 1 weapon because his weapon spook Chlorand's weapon. Even if we can't replace or extend ley lines, we can still erase the old ones, right? Replace. I think an argument could actually be made that we can erase it. Because replacing means that we erase the old one and put a new one in its place. Or like tampering, extending the existing one. Unless it is confirmed, there's a possibility we can erase it. His slumber is a natural thing? Really? Is that so? Is it something that is actually confirmed? I don't even know why I'm going here. I already got this to level 50. Navia. So I thought this stream's gonna be short, and I was actually contemplating whether I should just do Chlorand story quest within one stream. But apparently now it's been 3 hours and we're still here. So I guess it's not gonna be in the same stream. I haven't done Navia's story quest. She's so cool. Chlorand is so cool. Current story quest is long. Okay, good. Okay, I thought current story quest is gonna be just like another 1 hour long quest, like, you know.
A duel is a battle of wills, and the sword an extension of the duelist's spirit. If your heart recoils in fear, then your sword may as well be in its scabbard, because you will not wield it effectively against your foe.
Her voice? Hello? Her voice is just so good. It's just
Greetings. I am Clorand, a champion duelist of the court of Fontaine.
It's just chef kiss. It's long and it's cute and fun. Got it. Got it. So definitely wise choice not to do it in one stream with the Archon quest because yeah. It's better. It's better not doing it the same stream. Navia's story quest is locked behind a world quest? What? How's that possible? I love it. A long story quest with Navia and Farina in the story. Sign me up. My 3 favorite girls from Fontaine. I mean, technically there's Harlequina, but she's not Fontainian, so there's that. And all right, I think that is that for today's stream, guys. I do feel like this story quest could have been. No, that's not true. It cannot be merged together with the Caribert quest from last year because we need the context of the visionary and the entire Fontaine Archon quest happening before we can get to this quest. But it was very nice. It was very nice, and it's kind of funny how they just cut the camera after we saw the picture, so we cannot see Traveler's reaction to seeing the picture in his pocket, or Dane's reaction at that. At this point, it's not even a Dane's Life quest, right? It's just a Traveler quest for real. But there's that. We had some funny bots joining the chat today earlier. That was fun. Some funny viewers. I guess next time I shouldn't be posting the links on Twitter because my Twitter got attention from bots. I should not be doing that in the future, I guess. Dane's Life always... Yeah, like Dane is just there to just like kickstart the quest in a way, but not really. It's just like he shows up somewhere and like at the first half of it, and then he's just like, I guess I'm gonna peace out right now. That's kind of funny. It's not a Dane's Life. We were like, where's the Dane's quest? It's not his quest even. Anyways, that's the end of today's stream. If you want to join me next week around the same time for Clorand's Story Quest on Tuesday evening, feel free to join me. I will see you then. Thank you, Ren. Thank you, Chining, Erina, Bucky, Emilia, Partially Whole. I don't know which part of your name I should pronounce, but yeah, thank you everyone for joining me, and thank you all the funny bots joining us earlier. That was fun. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me. I had fun stream. I hope you guys have fun and have a good rest of the day. Good morning, afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you are in the world. Bye.